Hey everybody. As you might have heard already, M. Night Shyamalan is going to reboot the Tales from the Crypt series. It's going to be a 2-hour block on TNT, and today's kids are going to learn what horror was about. I'm telling you, in the 80s and 90s, there were only two things that kids feared: Crypt Keeper and Chucky. Not kidding you. What wasn't no Comedy Central Chucky? It was the real deal, and everybody was afraid of both of them. Every kid on my grandparents' block and my parents' block had a recording of the Crypt Keeper's laugh and something, I forget what it was, that Chucky did. And you wanted your kids to come in at night, you played that real quick. They were inside, they were humble, they were sitting down at dinner, they were doing whatever you wanted. So, this looks like it's for real. I mean, this is all over everything from US Today to LA Times, Yahoo News, EU, Inquisitor, Techno Buffalo, everything in between. Now, what's going to be very interesting is to see whether or not he's going to use the original Crypt Keeper, make his own, or if the Crypt Keeper is going to be cut altogether. There was something going around that suggested he was going to use the original Crypt Keeper mannequin and everything else. And it was just going to be like a pickup. But there's also others that suggest that he's going to use more people in costumes in the beginning to bring life to the Crypt Keeper and various minions. I forget all the ones that they brought in, but there was a mummy, there was various things, and it got goofy at the end of season 7, so people were less afraid. But you heard that laugh. You knew exactly what it was. You were having nightmares that night, and you were getting chased around. It was horrible. I remember that. The intro going up into that house. And if you were a kid and you had fears of darkness and stuff, 10 to 1, that started off your dreams, and it was not good. Whoa, wasn't that good? Probably started off my PTSD right there. Anyways, folks, M. Night Shyamalan's new network is scheduled for Thursday, January 7th on TNT. Or the network, rather, being TNT, scheduled this Thursday, January 7th. So it being the 8th, they should have already put something on. I did not know that it was a day late and $1 short, or else I'd have put this up yesterday or the day before. But it makes no difference. This is all over the internet that this is true. So I was also going to play the laugh in the background, but I really don't want to. So let me just go into this and show you everything here. US Magazine, LA Times, Yahoo News, EW, Inquisitor, Techno Buffalo, any number of things. There's the man himself. So it'll be interesting to see if the Crypt Keeper gets a whole new makeup and wardrobe, or if they abandon the Crypt Keeper all to themselves, or if something else actually happens and they superimpose another character or another situation. So this is going to be very interesting to find out if and when this is going to happen. And let me just search and see if there are any new pictures. So this is what I found out, basically. There seems to be a little decision making as to whether or not it's been updated or whether or not it's a new skeleton. But from what I can see, if either of the two photos here are the way they were back then and today, here we go. That one's new. Might be the new one. This one, I think, is of one of the mannequins or something like that you can buy. And Shyamalan's like, can't we? He says, do we have to? So, this is going to be very interesting, folks. I just want to go through here real quick to see if there might be. Alright, that seems to be an updated version. Maybe not, because he was younger there. I'm just trying to do my best. Okay, so that seems to be the Crypt Keeper mask. So, maybe there's a little reinvention, maybe not. But, oh yeah, and there was a Crypt Keeper cartoon, which was a lot better. That's where the kids basically went, yay, Crypt Keeper's on. Showed them the original. It's like, fudge, no. So, this should be good, folks. Thank you.